What's up and welcome back to another Ramblings in the Basement. It's your boy Theory.
Ivosito!
Yes.
Yeah.
Completely changed of energy.
Yeah.
But he said, why are you starting so slow? What
that's
the fuck
that's
is
what
this?
I was thinking. I was like, what is he doing?
He said, what the fuck is
It's
this?
like, this is
So we
ramblings
need
in
more
the basement. This
I'm
is
a little
Theory.
tired if I'm being honest. But no, you're right. We need that energy. What up and welcome back to I don't want to break the table. Back to another episode of Ramblings in the Basement. It's your boy Theory.
Yeah, this is Ivosito. That's much better.
Yeah. Forget you
Welcome
saw
back.
that first part. It's like,
It's still gonna be there, but
yeah, we're not gonna cut it. But
retake.
But yeah,
Nope.
that was our transition. Even though the camera didn't see that, because
Did
I
it?
should know. I fucking missed. That shit went right over it.
Oh,
They just saw me throw it.
well, yeah, that was for you guys right there.
So yeah, no one saw it. No one heard it.
But today it's gonna just be a video or an episode just of me and Eduardo.
It's a more chilled episode.
More chill episode. We'll see what we come with.
Let it go wherever it goes.
Yeah,
It's one of those episodes.
it really
We do a
is.
lot of those episodes.
Yeah,
Just let it go wherever it goes. But those are the most fun, to be honest.
honestly, like we didn't really have anything planned for today. Honestly,
We don't.
today was just like me and him got off of work. No, wait, you didn't work today.
I didn't work today.
Oh, I got off of work, and then we both were just tired. So when we got here, I look, he just took a nap and woke up not that long ago. Like probably what, like 8:45 right now. No, it's 9. Yeah, see, I woke up like an hour ago. He just got here like an hour ago, so we didn't really have anything planned for today. But pretty much today is just gonna be like wherever goes. Honestly,
Yeah. I guess we were talking about earlier. We honestly really do want to start this gaming channel. I think the thing that we're just waiting on is to have that shed. I feel like because then we can have like a proper setup right there in the shed, have like a TV and shit, and then just like everything recording setup, like the Elgato to record. That way we don't have to like. Actually, we don't even need that shit, the Elgato anymore.
no.
No, because if we're going to play on Xbox, you could just connect that shit directly to the PC now.
Oh, really?
Microsoft does that.
And I have the laptop that I can probably connect it
Yeah,
to
there
too.
you go. So we might not even need that anymore. We could just play on that. Or just play on fucking PC, to be honest.
That's what I was
PC
thinking.
already has most games.
The
The only reason we would have to get, I guess, a PlayStation to get play those exclusives. And then
I have the PlayStation
and the
as well.
Switch. And then I guess maybe we would need the Elgato still for those, the Switch and the PlayStation. But my point being that we could have that all set up, so we don't have to set it up every single time, because that's honestly the hardest part for me is having to set up every time. I'm like, fuck that.
And just to let you guys know too, at least for the people that are watching on YouTube, this might be the last episode in the basement.
Oh yes, this may be the last episode in the basement.
Yep, we're going into a shed at his house because we have people moving into the basement, so we probably won't be able to come down here as often. Or for like the videos, especially if they're staying down here, we can't just be like, yeah, get out of here for like like 2 hours about a stellar podcast. So pretty much this is gonna probably be our last episode here, and next episode
I'm moving.
we're moving. Hopefully it's still good. Everything. We'll try to do our best. Find a way where to like record for y'all.
It's not going to be a permanent location wherever it is that we end up going. We are still working on getting that shed. If we do end up going to the other shed, it's still a temporary shed. We have another shed that we want to build. So, just so you guys know, if you see us in the shed, that's not the shed. That's not the shed. It's just a shed.
Exactly. You'll know when it's the shed.
We'll let you know. We'll make a big announcement. We'll probably be excited as fuck, to be honest. So we won't shut up about it. But yeah, and that's probably when we'll have the gaming channel. Which, speaking of the gaming channel, I did want to ask: did you watch the new Sonic Frontiers trailer that came out? So that shit looks pretty nice.
I think you showed me it. I think you're the one who showed me, and then Riley was talking to me about it too. How I think you were talking about like how in No, he actually has like fighting movesets now.
He actually fights like
Yeah.
punches and kicks and
So like
shit.
so supposedly maybe when they make a new Smash, if they do, I don't know. If they might make one more and that might be the last one. Who knows? Really,
But
but
I can't. I hope they keep making more Smash. They can't just stop.
right.
They can't just stop.
Especially if Nintendo keeps making more
Exactly, more characters.
more
You
not even
gotta
characters,
add
more
just
a
new
console,
shit.
new consoles.
Yeah, new consoles. Yeah, that's facts. You want Smash on every console.
Exactly.
But also like I was saying, new characters like how they added like the art. I don't know. I like having Nintendo characters. I didn't like when they started adding a bunch of like and no. I guess technically a lot of the Fire Emblem characters are still Nintendo, but
Are
then
they?
yeah, Fire Emblem is Nintendo.
Uh,
But I kind of don't fuck with having so many swords characters that they kind of just all the same.
yeah, that's the one thing a lot of people do complain about is the
Yeah.
swords, especially when they do that counter shit.
And the thing is, like, exactly, like, they're all the same moveset, too. It's like, I don't have a problem with having sword, because, like, Link has a sword, but his moveset's completely different. So it's like, I don't consider him one of the same, like, same as them.
There's some that do have some movesets that will just call me some swords that don't have the same as some
Yeah, no, there
movesets.
are a couple, but
But
there's
most
a
of them
lot
are-
of them that just
yeah.
have the exact same shit. And
Yeah.
it's like, it sucks, man.
Like I don't know why they have the Marth. No, is it Marth?
Yeah, like, Marth has, like, basically two copies.
But like yeah, exactly the lady, the
He has a
girl.
lady, and then there's another guy, I think, too, that's kind of, like, Ike is kind of, no, Ike isn't
No.
like him. But there's another one, isn't
Really?
it? I think.
The red, well, the red hair. What
Nah.
about saying? But this is different. Oh, the one with blue hair.
It was one of the newer ones,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah. I know who you're talking. I don't know his name.
I forgot
either.
his name, but I think it was one of the DLC. To be honest, but there's another one that's pretty similar to him too. But the point is, I don't like that shit. But enough complaining about that. But you know what really sucks though is that they could have put like more creative characters that had different attack moves. Like Billy Hatcher would have been a great character on that.
He was Sega and like the.
For that would have been a great character to have on there.
You think so?
Hell yeah, he could have had unique fighting style with like the egg.
That's
He throws the egg and it comes back.
Well,
The
that
boomerang
is
egg.
true. That
Then he
is true.
slams down with the egg. He could have done a lot of
That
unique
is so
shit.
true.
And then his special with the animals, he could have like summoned them. They could have done like a lot of nice shit with him.
I mean, they did bring the one character from the one game that
Kingdom
you,
Hearts.
Yeah.
I did want him, but they fucked him up. To be honest, he kind of sucks. But I feel like they could have done him better.
Yeah. I mean, let's see if they in the next one he's in it. Like, I'm sure.
Yeah, I did. I really did want him. Like a lot of people did. To be honest, he was one of the biggest requests.
Do you think everybody that's in the DLC right now is gonna be a regular in the next one? Like, you don't have to buy them, and it just makes it a bigger group. But then newer like new people are gonna come in. Those are gonna be the.
I would hope so, but I can
that's
feel
what they-
not doing that too.
Because that's what they've been doing
Yeah,
every new.
but DLC hasn't really been like that. I mean, you're saying like with the newer game, like the other games, right? Like
Yeah.
like the Mario Kart, for example, or is like the Switch one, where basically
Because the one with the one with the 3D, like with the 3DS, where the actual, I think it was the Switch still too.
I would hope they do that.
Were you? Yeah, like their characters. They had those DLCs too, where what is called. I think they have it now as regulars.
I would hope they do that. Because I mean, they already have all the code for it.
Yeah.
If they were, I mean, you could just take that and then put it in.
Like one of my favorite one of the favorite characters that they did come out with Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah, I fuck with him too.
Banjo
That's why I like
Kazooie
when
was
like
good.
they're like unique characters and they just like have a unique fighting style. Because especially how we play, because we always play on random, so it just makes it very. It just makes it every fight is unique.
Yes, it's fun.
Like every fight, you don't know what the outcome is gonna be. To be honest, when you're going into it,
You might be having you like, oh shit, I got Jigglypuff, and then he might have like a good ass like character.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck, but you never know.
you clutch it sometimes. You still
Yeah,
clutch it.
sometimes you still clutch it. You think the odds is against you, but then next thing you know, you beat him. I'm like, oh yeah, I just beat you with this motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I've been missing you. We haven't played Smash in a minute. I want to get the pro controllers though.
Because you have like the little smaller ones.
Yeah, I don't like playing on the little like. It's alright, but you have to have both, and even that's not as fun as like having an actual control.
Another thing is like if anything, if they do want to see us, if you guys do want to see us play in PC, We have like Parsec. What it's called.
Parsec. Yeah.
Yeah, we can just like connect to each other's computer. We can play Digimon like that kind of game. Like they
Yeah.
can see us play any of
But if we're
them.
gonna get together, we don't even need Parsec too. If we're gonna play in the shed.
Fair enough.
But I mean, either way, we could use Parsec. The only reason I'm saying that is because if we're gonna record it, that might also cause some lag, like Parsec and then recording,
Oh
and then
yeah.
doing an emulator too. So that's a lot of things for the computer.
Maybe if we just play like CS:GO or stuff like that, like
Yeah. Without Parsec.
yeah,
Yeah, we could do that.
we could do
sure.
zombies, Call of Duty, all that. We'd be like, yo, who wants to play with us? Who wants to
Yeah,
play
because
with
I
us?
feel like already an emulator and then Parsec. Loki already makes some of us lag, like, because Loki, I feel like you guys are saying you lag sometimes. And we
Yeah.
would have audio problems and shit. So that
Okay.
trying to record that, I feel like
Okay,
it'd be a
never mind.
headache.
Maybe scratch that. Maybe scratch the idea.
Yeah.
I mean, we could, but just we would have to do a lot
Yeah,
of
we
it.
could. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We could probably do it, but I could see like technical difficulties happening, so we couldn't do that like that regularly. But, you know, for emergencies, you know, like if you're ever going out, you know, you're too busy or something. It's fucking snowed as shit. We can't, you know, you can't come over.
So, right now, this is like episode what? 32?
32,
31?
yeah.
Yeah, 32. This might be coming out when I'm in Florida.
Yeah,
So-
probably actually.
There's gonna be 2 episodes, guys. That I mean, you guys might know, might not. To be honest, I don't know if we're on schedule or if the 2 days that the 2 podcasts that don't come will be on schedule now.
I don't know. I'll see. I'll see if I can try to find guests to record still.
Yeah. So, but that's what I was gonna say though. He might still continue it and everything like that.
It'll just be
It-
2 episodes.
It might be 2 episodes. These 2 episodes might not be on YouTube because I mean it depends if you record it with someone else's phone or something like that. Because I'm gonna be taking my camera with me to Florida, and then I'm gonna be recording my experience over there, going to Georgia, and then going to Florida to help the people that suffer from the hurricane. Help them out. I found like there's like a charity too there that what it's called. I could like volunteer to like go help with them,
Yeah.
help them out. I didn't know that until like an actual customer of mine at the restaurant was telling me about that. So I was like, huh. Yeah, I mean, shit, if I'm going down there, might as well do that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm going down there to do that either way. So if there's like a program or like a charity or something that like they give you the tools to do
Yeah, that's what I
everything.
was gonna say. It's easier because then you don't have to organize anything.
Yeah.
Everything's organized for you. You just step right in and start helping right away.
So I'm gonna do that. Record my experience. I said I was probably gonna record all my experience. I have my GoPro. I'm taking my GoPro as well, the camera, and then everything. And I'm gonna have clips too of me going to probably the beach because after we do help me and Ronnie, we do still want to go and like
course,
do
of
a
course.
vacation there.
Of course,
And,
you gotta take advantage once you're there already.
So we're gonna have some of it. I'm gonna have some videos of that, of the beach. We're going out doing things over there. So stay tuned to that. I leave in November 1st and I come back to the 14th. So like that's 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We're gonna miss you. So even if if I don't end up recording, we're still gonna miss you. So the audience might not notice that you're gone if we end up just uploading videos that we already have. But
Cause we're still ahead of we're still
yeah,
ahead. by a
we
little
have
bit.
like a couple episodes recorded.
We're not
ahead.
too ahead, but we're up there.
Yeah,
Cause what episode came out? 29?
I think I don't know.
No, I think 28.
28.
Yeah,
We're like 3-4 episodes ahead.
yeah,
So we're good.
yeah. We should be fine.
But yeah, I mean, I'll still try to find guests.
So even then, when this comes out, this might be coming out at the same time where I'm like coming out with the actual YouTube video.
Oh yeah,
This might actually be coming out at the same time then, because this video might be coming out when I'm already back.
it could honestly. Yeah.
So there you go, guys. go watch the video as well. So like and subscribe here.
You might already be back by the time you guys
Yeah.
are hearing about this. It's
Yeah, I'm already back. I'm back from Florida and Georgia. I had a great time, guys.
This is me from the future. So,
And it's like an hour and 30-minute flight, so it's not that bad. If you're going like car, it's like 8 hours.
yeah, it's
So-
a long drive, but if you're going on plane, it's quick.
Going to Atlanta.
Yeah, it's like a stop, or you gotta stay there for a bit.
No, it's the stop.
It's just like what do they call it?
That's where he's picking me up from. And I'm returning the same spot. It's like a
Oh, like
road trip.
but like your airport, you're stopping there,
Yeah.
and then Ronnie's just gonna pick you up from Atlanta.
It's like an hour, 2 hours away from there.
All right.
Yeah, so I was like, shit. If that's the case, though, I started thinking about it because I've seen a lot of videos on Instagram. There's a lot of places in Atlanta that look really nice, like restaurants and all that kind of things. So I was like, shit, might as well try to take advantage of that too. So if he picks me up that day, um, I might see if he wants to like chill there for a little bit, like wait for shit to open, go out eat there, and then probably head back, or go there like in a day before we're going down to like
Yeah.
Florida. I got a nice Airbnb too. It's like a RV.
RV.
Yeah,
Oh, true.
it's
That's
an
pretty
RV.
dope.
Yeah, let me show you.
Yeah, if you're gonna be in Atlanta, you should go to the OG Chick-fil-A.
Oh, this is an OG Chick-fil-A.
That's where the head. That's where the original one.
What?
is.
I didn't know that. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah. I was showing Diana earlier. It's not even like a bad RV.
It's not.
Look.
Ooh, should look new, pretty much.
Yeah, look at the inside.
What the fuck? Got like an actual nice bathroom.
Yeah. Like for like 6 nights, it cost me like $600.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's basically a whole week.
Right?
Got like a couch too. It's like a little apartment basically.
It is. I think when I went to Florida early in June, I think I went for like 5 days, maybe. That should cost me around like 700 something, like $800. So that one cost me a little bit more. That was more like of a like condo ish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like apartment. So that was still it
That's
was
I
nice.
guess.
But I was like, I mean, if I'm going to go over there, I don't need to spend too much money either on like a place. I could just this is somewhere to stay right now.
Yeah.
Like somewhere where me and Ronnie would be comfortable. It was a good price, and I was like, RV, I'll see how that is. And I look how the inside look. I was like,
That shit's
shit,
pretty
this
nice.
looks nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I look at other RVs, and I see the other RVs, and I was like, the other RVs weren't that nice. So I was like, yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna get this one.
Yeah,
And
this one right here.
it was cheap, and like honestly, people I was looking at the reviews. It was good reviews. So I was like, I think it had like 5 stars. So I was like, all right, shit. The only thing we can't do is use the oven and like the stove.
That's fine.
But like we can use the microwave, we can use the TV, we have the
So that's
Wi-Fi.
all you need. You just need
Exactly.
the microwave. Get some fucking hot
Maruchan.
pockets.
Yeah,
hot
hot pockets.
Maruchan.
And you say.
What
And if we go out to eat,
pizza
too.
rolls.
So, but what it's called? So where I decided to go, the reason why I picked this spot exactly is because it's like in the middle between. Let me check where it's at. It's in Brandon. Yeah,
Bennington.
Florida. And so it's like an hour to like. Yeah. It's like an hour away from Clearwater Beach, like an hour and 20 minutes. So that's like far from the beach, and then from Fort Myers, I think it's like the same thing, an hour and 9:20. So I picked somewhere where it's in the middle. So if when I go that we go down there, it's not that far.
Yeah.
Then when we go up to the beach, it's not that far either. So it's like in the middle.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want it to be where we're close to Fort Myers. Because I don't know if there's going to be any good places to stay there, especially if it will happen.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure there might be a little bit closer that nothing happened to them. But then I was like, I don't want to drive too far from where the beach is.
Yeah.
It'll be like, fuck, then we got to go back and everything like that. Because we're not going to get places at the hotel or anything like
Yeah.
that over there. We're going to have to come back. So that's what we did with the Orlando too. The Orlando, I was trying to look for like the closest beach over there. The closest beach was Daytona Beach. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Daytona, like it was like maybe like 2 to 3 hours away from. I think like 2.5 hours from Tampa, like Orlando to Tampa, like to the beaches.
Yeah.
We wanted to, but we just honestly didn't do it because it was a long drive, and then we didn't want to wake up too early. And like Daytona Beach was right there, which is like an hour away. Honestly, the beach there was pretty fun. Like the walks and everything was nice.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I like Florida. It's a good place to go, like visit or even stay. I feel like it's a good place to stay if you really like It kind of reminds me of like Virginia weather too.
Virginia weather, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that type of humid, like hot, like hot. But
Yeah.
the only thing is, I realize that when it rains, the people there they don't care. They don't like it doesn't bother them.
True.
Cause like sometimes they're just walking and it starts raining, and they're just was walking. Cause they're like, cause they sometimes the rain goes away in like 5 minutes.
True.
So they're like, it doesn't even.
There's no point.
Yeah, even when it's raining and people are going to the store, they don't run to the store. They don't have umbrellas. They just.
I don't care.
I mean, there's some that do have umbrellas, but most of them they don't really care. They just like go to the store and they're like, all right,
People are different in different places, bro.
the culture is different.
So everyone, yeah, the culture is different. Some people don't care, I guess, in that area. Most people. You definitely see people running here. So it's raining a little bit, and you see people running. Like, oh shit.
Oh shit, it's raining.
I don't want to get
I
wet.
don't want to get wet. Don't touch me. Don't touch
It
me.
reminds me of that fucking episode of Adventure
That's
Time.
the lemon.
It's like a little drop of water, and he's like, ah! This is one drop of water. He's fucking terrified.
I thought you were talking about the lemon deal where he's like,
It's unacceptable.
unacceptable.
That too.
This is unacceptable. Have you seen the video of it of the Minecraft?
No.
There's a Minecraft episode like for it's like probably like 5 to 10 minutes. They incorporate every little thing that's part of like
It's like
Minecraft.
like a YouTuber made it.
No, it was Adventure Time.
They made a Minecraft, like a collab.
Yeah,
When?
it was a while ago.
Was it to, I guess, because I know they did the skins on Minecraft. I'm guessing was that to promote that?
Maybe.
So that might be it, to be honest.
The thing is, at the end is, for the anime and everything, like all that's in it. They actually showed like them making like the actual cake and everything. And I think they made like pumpkin pie cheesecake because that's what they have in like the actual game.
Yeah.
Then next, they get to Finn goes to where Jake is. They found like a lot of diamonds. And next thing you know, you just see Jake throws him into the lava. He's like, "What? The diamonds?" He's like, and he said something like some quote saying like, something about diamonds worked. Whatever it was that work that would it was that he had to go through. And then he was like, "Huh, okay." Well, they made like make it like deep or whatever it was.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to watch the new show too. There's a new show that came out of Adventure Time.
It's the female, right? No.
No, that's the female is it's a fan fiction that Ice King wrote.
Not that. Oh, really?
Yeah. So you find out that the Ice King. I mean, in the same episode, Ice King writes a fan fiction about Finn and Jake, but he makes them all female, and he makes them all have a crush on him. Cause Ice King's fucked up. He's literally mentally fucked up. But if you watch the whole show and you watch his backstory, it's actually really sad. Have you seen the whole show from beginning to end?
No, I haven't seen the ending parts. I've seen like the
definitely
beginning and the middle, but I haven't finished like to the end.
I really recommend it. Like, it gets towards the end of like a fuck ton happens. Like, I'm pretty sure they go into another war towards the end, and like that's what's happening in like the last seasons. And I don't remember too much because it's kind of fuzzy. But basically towards the end, or I think like on the last episode, the Ice King gets cured finally, and he goes back to normal. So that the next show, the new show that came out, he's normal.
Oh, really?
He's not the Ice King. He's just Simon.
Really?
Yeah. So I guess spoiler alert to anyone that hasn't seen that. But yeah,
What?
that's why I really want to watch that because it's a completely different character basically. Which I mean, I don't know. It's interesting.
Jake
though.
dies, right?
Jake dies? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I suppose Jake and Finn died, and then they came back for the reincarnation.
But I remember Finn lost his arm too. He has a missing arm.
That I
towards
do
the
remember.
end,
That I do.
which sucks, but it is what it is, I guess.
That was more like in the middle ish to the ending.
Yeah. But I remember first he loses his arm, then he gets like the robot arm, and then he loses that. Or I don't remember which one comes first, but he gets the robot arm, then he also has like the magic leaf arm that like turns into like a sword.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
And then it becomes his own person. Like he becomes a Finn You remember that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, basically like his arm comes off, like it cuts off, and he just gets like a little flower, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, it is. He does have the robot arm, I think. It breaks or some shit, and then he has like a little flower in
Oh,
his
his
stump,
actual arm.
and that's when he grows into like the full arm, and then
Uh-huh.
and then eventually that falls off, and then there's just a fucking grass version of Finn. Yeah, you don't remember that part?
No, I don't.
Yeah, there's just like a grass version of Finn that
I'm gonna look at that.
just goes and exists now.
I don't know my phone about that.
But yeah, a lot of that's what I was saying. Like towards the end, a lot of crazy shit happens. He also meets his actual dad, like his human dad,
Yeah.
and like he's like in some prison or some shit.
Leaf. Finn.
And he finds like a colony of humans too.
Oh. Okay, I see. Oh, he dies too.
Finn,
No, the leaf Finn.
they leave to yeah, he does.
Finn dies. Yeah, it's sad. No, we're not dealing with it. We're not dealing with that.
But yeah, that show gets sad as fuck.
That's only 2 minutes too.
Out of nowhere, like you, but like the. This is what I can say, like, because a lot of people I feel like see that show and they think it's for little kids, and technically it is. But
Like
like,
a regular show.
yeah, exactly. A regular show is good. Like it's technically for little kids, but that shit is fun. Like a good show for adults too. It gets into like some interesting concepts too. It's like, well, I guess the best way to describe Adventure Time is like one episode they'll be in the Candy Kingdom playing fucking tag with like a rainbow unicorn, like the most childish shit ever. Then the next episode,
Demonic shit.
and then the next episode, they're getting possessed by the devil, and they have to fucking fight him off
Right.
and send him back to hell. And you're just like, what the fuck?
The thing is, I'm sure a lot of you have seen some of the episodes, because like some of our audience, I'm sure they're like around our age, a little bit older, and those are the shows that we grew up watching.
Yeah,
Like Helio, his favorite show was Regular Show.
that's a good show too.
Yeah, that was a good. Like they even had a movie of it.
They did. That shit got crazy towards the end too. Like, wasn't the set last season like in space or some
Yeah,
shit?
something like that. Yeah,
I stopped watching it towards the end because like, I don't know. To be
I just
honest,
stopped watching.
it was just
too.
harder to watch shit back then because you had to watch that shit on time on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, right. Or you had
not
to
on
record
Nickelodeon, on
it.
Cartoon Network.
You had to
It's like
record.
fuck that.
Yeah,
man.
no.
Like, that shit was too much to keep up with. It's like sometimes I'd be tired at that time. And I was like, it was too much, man. Now you could just watch it now, like on your phone whenever you want, whenever you have time. So that's fucking convenient as shit.
Right.
I actually might watch that shit to be
Yeah,
honest, because I'm
yeah.
always looking for shit to watch.
You know what it's called? I think they might be. What's the right word for it? Canceling, not canceling, but like it might be coming to an end. Cartoon Network.
Yeah, now they're closing it down.
Can't believe that.
That sucks, but it was low key already going downhill quality.
Really?
I mean, Teen Titans Go, that was garbage. That show was garbage.
It is for the regular.
And a
Teen
lot of
Titans.
the other shows were like they had Uncle Grandpa. That show was garbage.
That's. I mean, yeah, but then they had the. I feel like they were trying. That was like supposed to
The
be like
one
the
good
new
show-
Chowder. Uncle Grandpa was like kind of like the new Chowder.
Nah, that show was garbage. I tried.
I know,
watching
but
it.
I'm saying like that same. Like I feel like the same concept or like same art. Like
It
the
not,
art.
well, the thing I liked about it was that they would do shit where it's like they break the fourth wall, whereas like they would like make unique jokes, whereas like they broke the camera or some shit, you know, like or like
Oh.
you know like some I fucking love those jokes. Or, like Chowder did it better though. Like fucking like one like some episodes they'd be like completely just making the fun of the fact that they're a cartoon, like. What's his name? Schnitzel. Like whenever there's this one episode where he's like, Schnitzel, you gotta clean up the whole kitchen. Like, look how messy it is. And then you literally just see him pick up the page and just like start really low.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
He just cleans the whole screen. He was like, what the fuck? I love those type of jokes though. Growing up as a kid, watching that shit,
No, I think about it. Yeah, you're right.
I
Like,
fucking love those types of
and then you
jokes.
just see stuff rolling like shoo.
But it was like those types of jokes. That's the one thing I feel like that's might be like what you're feeling that they had in common.
Yeah.
Because Uncle Grandpa would do those type of jokes, and I like that. But they would also do a lot of stupid shit, like so many stupid things.
Yeah.
That was just like. But I remember actually there's this one joke, kind of joke that I liked, where he's driving in the RV. Because I did try to give him a chance, like they had because they did have a couple of funny jokes in there. There's this one joke though that they're driving in the RV and they're just like speeding fast as fuck, and it was a show on Cartoon Network. So it was like they started showing like a bunch of different Cartoon Network characters. Like they drove past like the Amazing World. That was a good show. The
Really?
Amazing World of Gumball.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good show. I'm gonna miss that shit. Because the new movie never came out. They were supposed to make a movie for it.
Really?
Yeah, and that shit never came out. So I'm kind of blown.
Oh,
Because
how long have we
low
been recording?
key, if you watch the whole show, because I watched it from beginning to end, and the last episode kind of leaves off in a cliffhanger because the movie was supposed to wrap it up.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like you kind of just left down a cliffhanger.
Sheesh.
But that was a really good show. I fucking love that show because they did the same shit.
Yeah.
They would break the fourth wall too sometimes.
Another one that I liked was a little deep, like, a little scary to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. The Flapjack.
Oh, Flapjack! That show was fucking creepy. That was a good show too, though.
That shit was creepy.
But that was an older show too. I feel like they didn't have that anymore. But yeah, that was a really good show too. I like that.
There's an
And
episode.
it did get creepy as fuck out of nowhere.
Yeah, there's an episode I remember. Because the only reason why I remembered about it and everything too was I saw a video on Instagram. Like it was like I forgot the kid's name.
Flapjack
Flapjack.
Yeah,
And what about the other dude?
and Knuckles.
Knuckles. There you go. Flapjack. It was like a different version of him. I think it was like an imposter.
Oh, Kid Nichols.
Yeah, Kid Nichols.
Yeah, he's like the broke
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah. What is called? Captain Knuckles.
Yeah, Knuckles.
Knuckles.
Yeah, it's Captain Knuckles. It's just he calls him Knuckles.
Knuckles. Pretty much, he's like, fly. And then you see the Nickel, he like, and then he kicks her, and then he takes off his shoes.
I remember that
Starts
episode.
beating him up with like
his toes. Yeah, I love that. Say, I like you. That's why he fucks with him. So, yeah, that was a good show, man.
All this stuff just for the damn Pepper Jack.
I feel like that's where we got our humor from because there's a lot of over the top. Like their humor is just over the top shit. They're just exaggerate shit, and I feel like where we got our humor, we're just exaggerate shit. Whatever.
Right? And then another one was that I liked. It was Subway. I liked it. Ed and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie. That was a good show, but I feel like it got repetitive.
It did.
Because it would be like the similar thing. And there's a lot of shows that get repetitive. Because low-key, some people say the regular show was repetitive too. But it was still entertaining to me. But
The boy hated Ed and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie,
He
yeah.
was like, "Esta pendejadas," and like all that kind of
Because
stuff.
they look dumb too.
Yeah,
And they would
yeah.
always have the big ass jawbreaker. They'd just make them look even more dumb. To our parents, at least. And they'd be like, they just look like bozos, like with their fucking big ass cheeks.
Those are huge.
Big ass
I think for like
jawbreaker.
75 cents.
And that was the whole the whole show was the three Ed and Eddie. They were always trying to find ways to make money so they could fucking buy jawbreakers, and that was basically the whole show, to be
It
honest.
really was.
But
And the thing is, everybody thought the guy with the red was a girl too.
they did for the longest time. A lot of people thought that's Eddie. No, that's Eddie's the short one. That's Double D. That's Double D. They would call Ed, and Eddie. Yeah, Ed with one D was the tall one. Dumbass. And then double D. They called him Double D because he was Ed with two Ds.
And then Eddie was
And then the whole time that was just a beanie he was wearing.
yeah.
That wasn't even his hair.
Yeah.
Some people thought that was his hair, low key.
I mean, it kind of looks like a beanie though.
Yeah,
And
but
like, I can see why people say
it could be
yeah.
hair too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Let me look
I
at
mean,
it.
you see the art style and like every like everything's fucked up. Like that art, like, the whole art style is like you wouldn't expect them to have like nice, neat hair because everyone else had fucked up hair,
Fair
crazy
enough.
hair.
Fair enough.
You see everyone else with crazy hair. Look at that.
No one didn't even have hair or anything.
Oh, fucking I forgot his name to do with Plank though.
Yeah.
I remember his friend's name, Plank.
But he kind of, I mean, if you really look at it, he looks like a guy.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a guy. And the creator came out and said that he's a guy.
Yeah, but he kind of.
But yeah, that was a beanie the whole time.
I'll put up a picture up on the video. Look at this. I forgot about these.
The
trio.
girls that had a crush on him, on three of them. Oh, did you ever watch the last episode
The
of that?
Johnny. Johnny.
Johnny. Yeah, his name is Johnny. Um, yeah. No, the last episode is pretty dark.
Really?
Yeah,
What is it? What happened?
it's about Eddie. He's going looking for his brother, and basically, I mean, you kind of have to watch it because I feel like I can't do it any justice explaining it. But basically, um, he's like looking for his brother, and he's talking to all the neighborhood people, right? Like all the kids of the neighborhood, and he and he's basically like he's hyping his brother up. Like he's saying like, "Yo, my brother's like this really cool. Like he's a really cool brother. He really loves me. We do all this cool shit together." And and so he's sort of hyping him up. And all the kids don't believe him. He's like, "Yeah, right." To be honest, I don't remember exactly because it's been a while, so don't quote me exactly on all of this. But basically, he goes looking for him, and then towards the end of the episode, he finds him, and he lives like in an RV, like in a trailer park, and he's just a complete asshole to Eddie. He's just like a big bully, and all the neighborhood kids see him, and they like realize like why he is the way that he is, and like they feel bad for him, and like they're like it's okay, and I don't know, it gets like low key kind of dark.
Damn.
It gets pretty dark low key because then
It's so sad though.
yeah, because basically he's because I think he's an orphan too. To be honest, I don't think they ever show his parents like that. Or, like his parents neglect him too, pretty much. I think the parents pretty much don't exist in that show, if I remember correctly. Like they don't really show any of the parents. Like parents are pretty neglectful, and he's broke too. Like that's why he's always trying to find money. That's why that goes back to like that other theory where it's like they're all dead, but we don't have to get into that. Yeah,
We can get into that.
there's a theory about that for every cartoon though. That's why I feel like it's kind of a corny ass theory now.
Well, I don't know. I was gonna say continue. But I couldn't think of the word.
Basically, the theory is that they're all dead, and this is basically just purgatory, where all of them died during different eras, and they're saying that supposedly Eddie died during the Great Depression, which is why he's supposedly like really stingy and like really like a penny pincher because he grew up poor and like he always lived that. And that's honestly the only part that I remember. Everyone supposedly died for a different like a different time, and that's why supposedly they are the way that they are. That's why supposedly Johnny is like he has a plank for a friend because he supposedly was lonely his whole life, and like so now he has this plank for a friend. I don't fucking remember most of the details like that, and quite frankly, I think it's kind of corny. It feels kind of forced now, to be honest. Now that theory is like out for every cartoon, like they try to put that on every cartoon now. They're like, oh, they're all dead.
Tom and Jerry, they did die at the end.
And they did. At the end, on the last episode, they commit suicide. That's a dark episode. That's a dark show. But not even the show, just that episode. That episode is dark as fuck for no reason.
And I didn't know the Roadrunner, like at the end, he actually gets caught.
So, in the last episode, I don't know if this was the last episode, but I watched this one episode where he catches him, the coyote catches him, and he doesn't know what to do.
He lets him go, right?
And he lets him go, and he pulls up sign.
I think there's two. There's two endings or something like that.
Is there?
I think so.
I don't remember, but then in that episode, he pulls up sign, and he basically asks the audience, like, "So I caught him. What do you want me to do?" Which I thought I thought that was pretty funny. He's basically asking the audience, like,
Fourth dimension.
So you guys wanted? He's like, "This is what you guys always wanted. So you guys always wanted me to catch him. Now what do you guys want me to do?
Well,
You want me to eat him?" It's like I don't know. So y'all gonna be upset? I get that because I feel like people would be upset if he actually did eat him at the end. People are like, "Damn, that's a dark way to end the fucking show."
But I feel like that's like she should end the show.
Yeah, that would be I guess that'd be what's it called? Closure, for sure. But
that's what I feel like there is two endings to it.
Maybe there is. I don't know, but I can definitely understand why the animators or why the people chose to do that for that part. I don't know if they actually did make that other ending where he does actually eat him, but I would understand why they do that because it's like I can, the audience could be upset with that. It could be like, damn, you just ruined the show for us. You just fucking ruined the show for me. It's like now I know that
I grew up with this stuff.
my favorite character dies. I can't watch the shit anymore knowing he's gonna die.
What about what's it called?
I mean, look how it is with Tom and Jerry.
That is
knowing they're gonna fucking commit suicide at the end.
Just because of the female.
It's not just one female; it's multiple. Basically the whole episode is them reminiscing like every time they failed with a female.
It's the same female though.
It's
like at least for Tom was the white cat.
Yeah, for Tom it was the same female, but for Jerry, I don't think it was for Jerry.
Jerry, I mean, I know at the end Jerry.
But to be honest, I think that had more to do with the fact that the animators just were lazy and wanted to use the same.
Fair enough. Okay.
To be honest, because they would reuse characters a lot, and that's low-key where Butch comes in. If you remember Butch, the black cat.
Yeah.
He was basically just an extra that they just kept reusing, and he eventually got a name.
But I think there was a dog.
With the dog Spike.
Yeah.
I feel like he's more relevant, though.
His son, and then the gray mouse.
The gray mouse, yeah, he was high-key an extra, too, that just came in, and...
Pussycat! Pussy cat! And then it comes with the little needle shit.
Yeah, because I think he didn't have a name for some time too, low key.
Yeah, pussycat, pussycat.
But
I like that. I like the fighting game. The fighting game on the GameCube.
I got that shit on the emulator on the PC.
Did?
I've been playing that shit low key. I played through the story already.
Did you finish it?
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's just fun.
That shit was that game
fun,
was really
bro.
fun. Yeah.
They need to bring that shit back. Honestly, on the Switch or make a remake. I would buy that. I would still buy it.
Honestly, yeah.
It's fun. Like it's really fun,
So
especially if you
like
can play
action.
online now.
Actually, I forgot. That Let's Go Action.
SpongeBob lights camera action.
Lights camera action.
They need to bring that one back.
That one was so fun.
That one was fun. That was basically the SpongeBob version of Mario Party.
Oh, hell, like, yeah.
But it didn't feel like Mario Party at all, but it just had like a bunch of different mini games. And it did feel like a completely different game. I'm not going to say it felt like a ripoff because it was completely different. But that game was fun.
Honestly, yeah.
I fucking love that game too.
I feel like another good show, though, because if we're going back to that too, was, this is not Cartoon Network. But wait, I was going back to, before I do say the other one, there was another Cartoon Network, I forget his name. The mouse.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah. How was that episode show to you?
I never watched that.
No?
That was too old for us, to be honest.
That's
That's
like was Tom and Jerry, right?
That's when our parents grew up watching.
I mean, yeah, Tom and Jerry.
He would make appearances on Tom and Jerry though. I remember he would actually make appearances on there. Now that I think about it, I think
either
either that or on Looney. I know he's a part of Looney Tunes, for sure.
Is that part of Cartoon Network as well?
Nah, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Boomerang, like the one from Boomerang, like Pink Panther and all that.
Nah, Looney Tunes is Bugs Bunny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Looney Tunes is like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, all of them.
So he's part of that, like that.
Yeah, he's part of that.
Oh shit!
But I feel like I remember him making an appearance in Tom and Jerry.
I think I have to.
But yo, I want to talk about the fucking. Did you ever watch any of the Tom and Jerry movies?
No.
But they had a fuck ton of movies.
Well,
I had one.
Are you talking about the live action one?
There was a live action one.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know about that.
It's not like live action, but they're still cartoon. But it's like in real life, like people.
Oh yeah, no, that's the newer one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I remember that. I did know about that. No, but I meant like cartoon movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't watch that many of them, to be honest. I watched a couple. I watched one where it was like they're doing a race. There was one. I had this is the one that I had. I actually had one. I owned one on VHS. It was the one where they go to Mars. That was I fucking loved that movie.
Okay, I know that one. Okay.
But they had multiple movies. Which reminds me randomly of. Did you ever watch this shit? There's this one show. I don't even remember what it was called, but there's this one show on Cartoon Network where it was basically Mario Kart, but for Cartoon Network, like, but a show. Like, think about if they made Mario Kart, but like
A
for
show.
Cartoon Network, but they made a show about it. So it was Cartoon Network, but all the main there would be like a bunch of
Don't they actually have a game like that though too?
they probably do.
I think
it's
they have like a
basically
Nickelodeon one.
Yeah, they do have a Nickelodeon one. I know that for sure, and I know Disney's making one too.
Really?
Yeah, but it was basically all the Cartoon Network characters would like the really old ones. They would like race, and it would be like it sound like I remember it would be like this fuck. Have you ever seen? I feel like they made memes about this guy. It was this one evil dude that would like snicker, like his dog. Fuck, what are they called? I need to look this up because this is gonna bother me.
Full of Snickers.
Oh, it's called Wacky Races, I think. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's called Wacky Races.
What the heck? Oh, that guy? I remember
Yeah.
that guy. Who is he? Was those all the people?
Yeah, basically, I guess it wasn't all the characters, but it just I swear I guess it wasn't. I'm tripping then. It wasn't like it didn't have all the characters, but I guess it had like rip-offs of the characters because I had like different characters like these dudes, whereas like basically to represent like the Flintstones, these guys to represent like Yogi Bear, these guys to represent like the Addams family. But basically, they would all be racing, and then this guy would always be trying to cheat with his dog, and he would always lose. I think there's one episode where he actually ends up winning.
Oh wow. That was pretty much the last episode right there.
Maybe I don't even remember.
I can believe that, to be honest. But no.
But yeah, I like that show because everyone had unique ways of winning. So I don't know. I found that interesting. Like there'd be like a gap, and then you'd see like one dude had like fucking pole vault and just jump over it, and you see like the next dude just like fly over that shit.
What the
You
fuck?
see like another dude like fucking like make a ramp out of nowhere and then just like jump that shit. And you're just like, what the fuck?
Like,
So everyone's just doing it like their own style. I don't know. I thought that was dope as shit. I don't know. I like that concept where it's like seeing people like succeed, I guess, in their own style. I think that's dope as shit.
Another show that I like, but it's not Cartoon Network. It's like an anime show too, like an animated show would be Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls. That's a Disney show, but that was a good show.
That's what I'm saying.
That show gets dark as a motherfucker.
It does. It's a really good show. The way they ended it though.
I'm gonna be honest.
I wish they ended it like there's what's going on with more episodes.
Yeah, the ending leaves you wanting more for sure. But I'm gonna be honest. I feel like that show has a big role in the reason why I think so much like
Rick and Morty.
the way that I think. I feel like that
That's
show,
true. That's true.
the way I feel like that influenced so much the way that I think. Conspiracy theory and just like thinking critically and just like thinking about the universe and shit. Because that shit it's like it makes you think about the universe and like how everything works and like spirituality and shit and like I don't know. That shit just gets into like really deep concepts like. Just for like a kid show too.
And it's part of it's part of Rick and Morty too.
Well, it's not part of it.
It's not part of it, but like
the creators know each other,
yeah.
so they'll make references on each other's
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Which Rick and Morty is another reason why I feel like I like to think into shit like that. But that's like people make jokes about that where it's like Rick and Morty. That's for people with high IQs. And then like make memes about that where it's like people that watch Rick and Morty think too highly of themselves and shit like that.
Really?
And it's like maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe there are some people that think they're really smart because they watch that shit. But it does make you think differently. I think for sure. Like you definitely question
A lot,
and it just makes you think about like shit. Maybe we really don't know that much about reality, and we don't know that much about the world that we live in.
Because we talked about this like a lot. That the government they don't tell us everything. So
Yeah.
we really don't know what's going on out there.
But even outside of that, like you don't even have to be a conspiracy theorist to know that like we're all humans. Just because a scientist tells you that something is this way, they could be fucking wrong too. Like they're just making a hypothesis. They're just guessing. they don't fucking know for sure.
That's why when people thought the Earth, I mean, I don't know honestly, but the way people thought the Earth was flat, and then the other
Exactly.
people thought it was round, and then they were like, "No, it's this way. The sun goes around the Earth, or the Earth goes around the sun goes around the Earth, or the Earth goes around the sun."
Yeah.
There's been a lot of hypotheses about every little thing.
Yeah, I mean, we
School, bitch, school.
basically.
Pay attention. No.
But yeah, it really does make you. I love those type of shows though, where you learn to think differently, I guess,
Outside the box.
and yeah, outside of the box, I guess, or just to look at things from different perspectives. And low key, this is something that I feel like not a lot of people agree with, but and I don't want people like to take this the wrong way, but I kind of like I guess watching or listening to like really sad stories as much as I don't like. Obviously, I don't enjoy being sad, but I feel like you can get so much perspective from watching and like reading up and like listening to stories that are like really sad. Like because there's this one story I may or may not have talked about it before, but again shout out to Windigoon, the YouTuber. So I watch a lot of his shit, but
No, fuck you. No shoutouts. No, just kidding.
not-
Bleep that shit out. No, just kidding.
big shout out to him.
Yeah.
I fucking love
No,
watching
I'm kidding.
this
I'm
shit.
kidding.
I fucking love watching this shit. That's what I was watching earlier at the house. To be honest,
Oh, really?
that was the video I showed you with the guy
Oh,
fucking
the
running
running.
next to the car. That shit was fucking terrifying.
That shit is terrifying. Not gonna lie.
It was a video of some dude driving
Some
and then
crackhead.
some yeah, probably like a crackhead running right next to his car, like looking at him, like staring him down while he's driving in his
They're
car.
driving pretty quick too.
Yeah, they're driving pretty quick, and the dude's just running right next to them,
Like you just see him come out of
catching
nowhere.
up to them.
Catching
Bro,
up
I would have
to
been
them.
terrified.
Shoot.
And they're saying like, yo, even if that's like nothing paranormal, like even if it's just a normal human that's on crack, like that's still fucking terrifying. So like, I don't like fuck that. But
Some crackhead.
but yeah, I love that YouTuber, and the reason I bring up like I really love that I love really sad stories is because he made a video recently called "The Darkest Video I've Ever Read," and it's a really sad ass story about this guy who's the son of a politician. And it's actually based on a true story too. That's what makes it really sad. Basically, he was a son. I think this was in Japan, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Somewhere in Asian country. I'm almost certain that it's in Japan, but I'm really not sure. So don't quote me on that.
Quote him, guys. Clip that shit. Clip that.
Clip it.
Clip it.
Make that shit viral. Nah, don't. Or I guess do. I don't care. But basically, he's the son of a politician, and because politicians, they'd be shady as fuck and they're doing fucked up shit all the time. And maybe it wasn't even him, but they said that he would get raped basically by like, I don't know if it was by his dad or by like the staff, because he had like a bunch of like butlers and like maids
Older
and
dudes?
shit.
Like dudes or guys?
To be honest, I don't know.
both?
I didn't read the story that much, so there's already there's like a big disconnect because I'm telling you what I read, like I what I heard, I guess, from Windigoon. So it's like I'm already just getting a diluted version of the story. So I guess like if you're interested in it, read the book because I'm not gonna have all the details.
What's the book?
It's a book, yeah. Or watch the video. Watch the video of him explaining it if you don't want to fucking read the book.
We'll leave a link in the bottom.
Yeah, because maybe you're lazy like me. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I might actually get to reading that book. 'Cause it's like it's a graphic novel too. So
Okay.
it's not even that hard to read. It's an easy read.
It's an easy to read book for the people that don't know how to
Right.
read or struggle reading.
Or if you're just lazy like me.
That too.
So I can read. I just don't like to.
True enough.
Just because I'd rather do other shit.
I know, but the thing is, reading helps a lot too. It's a lot.
It does.
You get a lot of benefit from reading.
I'm hit. I'm hit. But
But
it's basically the story goes that since this kid is like he's gone through a lot of trauma, eventually, and this is what I was talking about when I was saying like it really puts perspective into like it really puts you into perspective where the kid was getting raped like pretty much on a daily basis to the point where he started questioning shit and he started like thinking about like what is pleasure, like why are they doing this to me, like what is desire, what does it mean to desire something. It's like because I obviously like in his perspective he's thinking like I obviously desire to not be raped. So they obviously they desire to rape me for some reason because like for what, like they get pleasure out of it or something. And so he really started contemplating like this idea. It was like it's like so what is the point of desire? What like why do we desire things? And what's the point of it if they desire it, now and they get it today, they rape him and they get what they want today. They're still gonna want it the next day. So it's like what's the difference whether they get it today or not? So if they don't get it today, they're still gonna want it the next day. And if they do get it today, still gonna want it the next day. So he starts questioning like, what's the point of desire and all that? And he kind of just like becomes really depressed, yeah, because he doesn't know like
what?
I mean, his whole mind's fucked up. I mean, of course,
Especially
when you're a kid and you get traumatized like that, you just start questioning everything. And so he eventually meets a girl that he falls in love with.
Oh, God.
Or I guess not really falls in love with, but he likes her because she's just as depressed. And he's like, we're in the same pain. We're in the same boat. So
we feel each other. We feel each other.
Yeah, we feel each other. We understand each other. And so they decide that they're gonna commit suicide. And they walk into the ocean. They just walk together into the ocean. They're just gonna drown themselves in the ocean.
Why the fuck do they do that?
And because he's a son of a politician, he gets saved. So the people save him. The girl dies.
That's fucked.
And he gets charged for murder? For killing her. Yeah. I don't know if it was for murder or manslaughter. To be honest, it doesn't really matter. The point is that he got charged. And so his dad disowns him publicly, but he still sends him money and shit, but he just like has someone else do it for him. So it's like publicly it looks like he disowned him.
Damn. That's fucked.
It is.
That's so fucked.
But I mean, yeah.
At that point, why
it is? But it's his dad's fault too, because he's the reason that his son is fucked up. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe it was the servants again. I don't know. Point is, kid's fucked up, man. And so he's trying to commit suicide, and he eventually becomes like really just disconnected from becoming like from reality and like from being human and shit. And he just he just I don't know, I don't want to give away too much of the story, but basically he like as the story progresses you kind of just see him become less and less, the name of the story is called No Longer Human. So basically you kind of just like watch him like become less and less human. Like he has less sympathy for people, and he just like stops caring for people, and like the more like depressed he gets and the more like the world just like treats him badly, I guess. He just sees how everyone is selfish, and he just like sees how fucked up the world really is. And just you see him slowly, I guess, lose his sanity until he ends up eventually in an insane asylum. And that's where where it ends, where he finally says he's like, oh, I'm finally where I belong. I'm not human anymore. This is where I belong. And like we're in the insane asylum, where it's like this is where the not humans belong, where they put people that are not actually human. And I don't know, I've never even read the story, and I actually want to read the story, but just watching the video, you already get a sense of how dark and sad the story is. And like I said, I don't enjoy being sad, obviously, but there's like so much wisdom in sad stories that you learn so much and you get to see things from different perspectives that you don't normally get to see. That's what I like about them, about like sad stories. It's not so much that I want to be sad, obviously, like that's not a good emotion to experience, but you learn so much from those, like from watching that,
You really
and you
do.
just see things in different ways.
Those of an artist as well, where it was a female. I don't know if I already talked about this before, but it was a female that got pretty much thought that men and everything that they get it better than women, right? So what she did was, I think for a year, she was gonna try to do it for a year, where she's gonna try to look like a guy. She cut her hair, did everything like to like dress like a guy, and everything like that.
Is it a documentary?
I don't know. I know
I saw a documentary like
there's
that.
there was a book that she wrote too. What it's called, and how when she was doing it, like she got like she hated women at that point.
Yeah,
Because what it's called, I think she was even lesbian or something, like bi or whatever it was. She hated women because the way they treated her. They treated her so bad. They did like they just what it was. It's just like it was like the females. They were just treating her straight up
yeah,
like a dicks.
yeah.
So from there, like when she was writing her thing, she was like, yeah, like she from there she just hated women because like they left her scars, they left her like emotional damage. Um, they, so so when they like pretty much did all that, and it got so bad with the scars that she ended up committing suicide because of all the pain that they actually left off of her.
Yeah.
And like she was saying, like yeah, like the way they treat men, women do, or females, is so bad.
So that's probably a
Yeah.
different story then I think. But I watched a documentary where basically she did the same thing where she started trying to date. She like made a Tinder account to like for a guy, and she actually like tried to date as a guy. Like she pretended to be a guy too, and she tried going out and dating. And she basically is the same conclusion. She was like, women are fucking hard shit. Like they'll talk you down and they'll be assholes for no reason. And she basically ended up deciding that it's that she hates women too. Like basically the same shit. And she's like dating women is a bitch. Basically is what she said. So yeah.
So if you hear this, gentlemen, fuck women.
So we're not alone. It's like
Be gay now. Love men.
even females. No, but honestly, like I've actually heard that because I mean there've been multiple stories of females. Not even just that. Like I've seen a female like not even pretending to be a male all the way, just with a male profile like on Tinder, and already seeing like how shallow some females can be. Whereas like you try to talk to them and they just ignore you or they'll block you. If your pickup line wasn't good enough, blocked.
Bye.
You done, boy. Out of here. Like dead ass. That's how they treat you, though. That's how they treat you.
That it really is.
Like,
That's
get outta
why if
here.
you want to, go on Bumble. Bumble is a website where
She
the
has to
female
start.
she has to start the.
You know it doesn't
interaction.
work like that, though.
Yeah, no.
A lot of- you literally, I've seen the reviews, all of the reviews. Everyone's complaining. The girl has to initiate the conversation. You know what happens? Nothing. You match, and that shit stays there for 24 hours. Match goes away. Nobody, because females won't initiate conversation, bro.
Exactly. There's no girls that are gonna go up to you and everything like that, but like, hey, I saw your thing, you're cute. I want to see if you want to talk now.
Bro, I'm telling you, all the reviews on Bumble, that's all they say. People complaining, because they're literally, as a guy, you can't do shit on Bumble. You can't even start the conversation on Bumble because it doesn't let you. The female has to start it, and it's supposed to incentivize them, but instead they're just like, nope. And they try to make it easy too, because they have like little games too.
Is it really?
Yeah, you could literally just like play a little game with them to like break the ice. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Those,
But I don't
they'll
know.
be taking L's
know.
if I play with them.
So they'll be taking L's. So you swipe left just because of that. It's an unmatch. You beat me? Nah. unacceptable. It's like,
A match. Fuck you. Fuck you. You can't do that. You gotta let me win first. Then we'll let
you
you.
gotta be a
with the
gentleman. You gotta let me win.
yeah.
Bruh.
But,
Yeah.
well, yeah, that's pretty much right there. This is our random ramble of the episodes. As you can tell, it just went up. It went everywhere, but
Yeah.
it was good. I like it.
But, look, there's one more thing I want to say about like sadness. I guess going back to that, not to beat a dead horse.
Be sad.
Be sad.
Let
Stay
your
depressed.
emotions.
It's like no, I'm not saying that, but like but two songs that are really fucking sad, like really fucking sad, that really make you grateful as fuck, and that's why I like listening to sad shit because it just makes you grateful for what you have. I feel like because
What songs?
the first song you already know, "Dance with the Devil." That
Oh,
song is sad as fuck. That song makes you question a lot. Like that shit really
I
puts things
forgot
into
about that
perspective.
shit.
Like that really makes you grateful for the life that you live. That you're grateful for not being in that lifestyle. But and then the other one is called "How Could You Leave Us" by NF, and that one's about
Yeah.
his.
NF?
Yeah,
Okay, I know that artist.
yeah.
What is it called?
It's called "How Could You Leave Us." That song is sad too. And that song makes you grateful for the people that you have in your life, to be honest. It really makes you appreciate the people that you have in your life while you still have them. 'Cause that's so basically that song is about his mom overdosing.
Oh,
And that's what it's called, like how could you leave us? And he's basically talking about like how she chose her addiction over her family. That's a sad
That's
ass
deep.
song.
That's deep right
that
there.
gets sad.
that's deep.
And that really makes you sad. Like it's depressing because like he gets into like how he wishes he would have like reached out to her more, and like he feels kind of guilty, I guess, for like not having that connection with her. And it just gets deep as fuck. And but it really makes you grateful for the people that you have in your life now. It's like, and it makes you like if you have anyone like that, it makes you want to like reach out to them before you reach that point where you no longer have them. So it's like there's some good to that. It's like as much as sadness could be a negative emotion, there's some good that comes with it too. And then the other one that really makes you just grateful for the life that you live is Dance with the Devil. That one just makes you grateful as fuck for the life that you have. Because some people are in fucked up lives.
If you want to give a little example.
Yeah. Basically, like a little summary of what it is. It's a little kid that grows up in a fatherless home, and he's trying to find someone who could be a father figure. He ends up joining a gang, right? He's trying to, and it goes through his whole life, like how he's like as a kid, he's like a little delinquent, and he's a troublemaker at school. He's just trying to get attention. He's just, trying to get respect from the kid, from his peers and whatever. And he ends up becoming a gang member because people didn't think he was tough. He got around with the wrong group of people, yeah. So they started influencing him. He was like, "Yo, you're not really a gangster." So he's like, he have to prove himself, and so he decides he wants to join a real gang. He's like, I gotta prove myself. I'm gonna be a gangster. I'm really gonna do this shit. And and I don't remember exactly. It's been a long time since I listened to this song because it really is like really fucking sad, and it kind of changes your mood for the whole day, low key. Like it's that type of song. But basically what happens is he meets up with this gang. He wants to meet the gang. He wants to become a gang member, join the gang. They gotta test him, of course, because they always gotta do initiation and shit. And so they say, okay, we need you to kill someone. And say you gotta prove yourself. You gotta kill someone. You gotta stab someone to death, or you gotta shoot them. You gotta kill someone. I was like, okay. He's like, I'm gonna do it, whatever it is, whoever it is, whatever. So he comes to that night where they're gonna do it. They're gonna do the deed, and they're just waiting for their victim. They're just waiting for whoever they find. Which really, that in and of itself already puts things into perspective. Like, I'm grateful that we never lived in a city where we had to fear that type of shit. Where it's just like you could just get killed just because of fucking initiation.
Yeah, you're just
you're just an innocent person, had nothing to do with it. But it's just like we got to do initiation, so we got to kill a random person. It's like, all right, but and this is a true story too. But basically, they're just waiting to find a person, whoever's walking down the street, whoever happens to be walking down the street at that time. And so they finally find someone. They grab it was a female. They grab her, they take her into this building. They take her all the way up to the roof of the building. And the whole gang, all of them, actually, I forgot to say, when they grab her shirt and they pull it over her head so she can't even see, right? So they're taking her up the stairs. She can't even see her shirt's over her head, and and they're holding her down, and they proceed to rape her on the roof. And they tell the little kid,
did the kid do it too?
Yeah, and they tell the little kid they're like, you gotta do it too. Like, it's part of the initiation. Which just makes it even heavier already. Mm-hmm. Like, it's already a fucking heavy ass song, but like the fact that they made him do it too. And then, so after they're all done raping her, the guy, one of the gang members takes out a gun, and he gives it to the little kid. And he says, "All right, now you gotta kill her. She's a witness. So no, we gotta kill her." And he goes to do it, and he's about to do it, and as he does it, he takes down the cloth, like he pulls her shirt down, and he looks her in the eye. Bro, I get chills just thinking about it. And he realizes that's his mom, and then he starts reflecting on like everything that he just did to his own mom. And he jumps off the roof and he just kills himself. And that night, the gang members they kill her, and they never talked about it again until I guess the guilt got to him, and he wrote this song. And I mean that one part that really gets to me is that at the end, which is I guess the whole name of the song, where he's basically saying like, when the devil asks to dance with you, you better say never, because a dance with the devil might last you forever. And that line just has always stuck with me, and that's why I try to like avoid doing bad shit, because it's like an addiction. It really is. Like, once you let the devil in, like, he stays in. Like he words it so perfectly. Like, a dance with the devil could last you forever. Like, and there's no better way to word that.
The thing is, that's crazy though. But like, I think the thing is because his mom worked double shift or anything like that, so that's the reason
she was
why.
working late for him, so she could provide for him.
And then that ended up happening, so that fucked with him even more. He's like, nah, fuck that.
It's just if you haven't listened to it, you have to listen to it. Like, it really puts life into perspective, and it just makes you grateful as fuck for everything that you have.
Be appreciative with
it makes you appreciate, and just that one, like I said, that one line, if the if the devil asks to dance with you, you better say never. That line has always stuck with me, like, throughout my entire life. And it's just like, you gotta keep that shit in the back of your mind always. Like, it really makes you think. Like, you can't let yourself fall into that shit. Nope. You can't let yourself fall into that shit ever. Not even, because it's a slippery slope. So you think, because and it really highlights that in the song. Like, it's like he starts slow, but all of a sudden, he meets friends that peer pressure him. It's all about the people that you hang around with too. It's like, that's why he starts meeting people. He starts meeting bad people, and they start influencing him. And it escalates and it escalates until he gets to that point. And it's really a sad story. But
like the same thing as like what was just saying. But like who you hang out with. If you're hanging out with 5 losers, and you're hanging out with them, the most likely the 6th loser is probably going to be you. Yeah. Because you're hanging out with like the people that don't have a good mindset. So why? How are you gonna have like a good mindset?
You're influenced by people you're around, whether you want to admit it or not. is you're gonna be influenced by them, and it's just like the way that they react to your actions is gonna make you react to it. Like for example, in the song where it's like he starts selling drugs, and you know, if you're in that environment, you know, people might start congratulating you because like, hey, look, he's selling crack, but he's making a fuck ton of money. Good for you. And you know, and you start seeing that as a good thing too. So you really you like little things like that is gonna influence you. It's like the way that people react to you is the way that you're gonna react to them, and vice versa.
Yes. That's a good way to say it. Well,
It's a good way to wrap up too.
yeah. And so, if anything, just listen to the songs when you get whenever you guys have free time, and honestly, you'll probably cry.
Yes, yes, they're definitely gonna make you cry, but you, like I said, there's just so much wisdom in sad stories. There's so much in there that you can learn.
Yeah. But all right. Well, if anything, thank you guys for watching and listening and being with us today and
Yes,
tonight. Good
we
morning, good
appreciate
day,
you
good
guys.
night, wherever you're from. We appreciate it. And this is Ramblings in the Basement. We're out of here.
See
Pow.
you guys next week.
Pow.